Hi everybody. If you're hopping on live, hashtag live. If you're watching a replay, hashtag replay. How's everybody doing tonight? I decided that I'm going to make it my thing. Late night lives with Andrea Shive. I want to say Andrea K, but Shive rhymes, so I don't know. I said get dressed.
Have a little bit of water.
It has lemon in it. Alright, so got a lot of notes here. I took the time to watch this 2-hour-long documentary called Heal, and I took all these notes, and I would like to share them. This is about our body's capability to heal, given the right circumstances, when we're not bombarding our bodies with chemicals and injecting poisons and inhaling poisons and consuming and all the things, right? And that goes with our mind too, because our mind is the most powerful computer system that we have. It's more powerful than all of the technology combined, from the very first computer up until now. And our minds can heal. We can heal with our minds. So it's very important what we put in our bodies, what we put in our minds. Thoughts and emotions affect our health, right? So why are so many people sick? And if our healthcare is so good, right? Why are so many people sick if our healthcare is so good? America has amazing healthcare, right? So many people are sick. I don't know the statistics exactly, but it's very, very high numbers of people who have, chronic disease or acute illness or all these things. People with autoimmune disorders and fibromyalgia and just pains and all these things. Everybody's freaking sick. And if it's not a physical thing, they're mental, right? They're given prescription drugs for meds. Everybody's on freaking drugs. We need to get off the drugs and get into food, right? Let medicine be thy food and food be thy medicine. Hippocrates said that. So, it's not healthcare, it's sick care. I believe they're making us sick, right? Through environmental toxins and food and vaccines and all this stuff. They're making us sick because there's no wealth in health. They don't make money off of us if we're healthy, right? It's not preventative care. It's masking the problems. It's not getting to the root cause. It's masking the problem. When you're sick, your body's trying to tell you, hey, you're not doing something right. Either it's a lifestyle thing. It's always a lifestyle. Either it's like something that you're eating or something that you're watching or feeding your mind or just how you're living in general. Stress, right? Stress is the number one freaking killer, the cause of illness. 90% of illness is caused by stress. Look at the world that we live in. It's no wonder, right? So our world and food is toxic. And I need to take a deep breath. Negative energy builds up in our body, creating disease and illness. And again, stress causes over 90% of sickness. Not just disease starts in the mind, but everything starts in the mind. And so if we change our beliefs, we can change the signals that are being sent to the cells that adjust the function. So our minds are so powerful, so powerful. We have an inner pharmacy, right? Toxic thoughts produce toxic chemicals. You have a toxic thought, it triggers things in your brain that release chemicals like fight or flight chemicals, like adrenaline and things that we're not supposed to be having pumping through our body that cause, stress reactions. And I don't have all the freaking information. I'm not a freaking professional, but I dabbled in a bunch of stuff seeking the truth, and piecing it together just makes so much sense. We're bombarded with toxins in the world that we live in, and negativity are all around us, not just, in the air and in our food and vaccines, but the media and just everything, right? So here's a perfect example of somebody healing themselves. Baby, no. Okay, put this on quick. In 1986, Joe Dispenza, he's a doctor, Dr. Joe Dispenza. He was in a triathlon, got hit by a car on a bike, fractured 6 vertebrae. And he was told that he would never walk again. But he started to visualize reconstructing his spine in his mind. And after only 6 weeks, he noticed a difference. And after 10 weeks, he was walking again. And after 12 weeks, he was back training for triathlons. And he promised that he was going to devote the rest of his life to figuring out how the mind affects how our bodies heal. So every organ in the human body has the ability to heal itself given the right environment. Even organs we thought that they couldn't, like our spine and our brain and our prostate, our heart, our pancreatic tissue, they're all designed to repair and heal themselves. You don't have, yeah, put these on, baby. Oh, don't spill my water. So herbs for healing before modern medicine, right? Again, the pharmaceuticals just mask these issues, create patients for life. Sorry, I'm putting pants on my daughter here. Dad fell asleep. And Mom's on late night live. So every man and woman is the architect of their own healing. Buddha said that, right? Their own healing and their own destiny. There's a natural intelligence in this world, right? It's obvious. It's all around us. It leads the cells from the embryo to the baby. It keeps you breathing. It keeps the sun rotating around the earth. It's a natural intelligence. What?
Get me water and juice. Give me juice.
Okay, one moment, baby.
Juice only.
Excuse me, guys. Go, baby, go.
I want juice, but I am not ready. I don't know ready. I want juice.
Hi, Faye. Sorry. Okay, so I said go watch cartoons. Knock them over here, girl.
Mom, I don't want to watch Fixies.
Okay, well,
I want to watch Cookies on Seat.
Okay, one moment, please. So this natural intelligence, it digests our food, it keeps us breathing, keeps our heart beating, right? It's the greatest healer, and all we got to do is get out of the way, right? It's within us. So physical stress, emotional stress, throw off our systems. And in the world that we live in, right, stress everywhere, like negativity everywhere, toxins everywhere, toxic people, toxic food, freaking A, right? Some people say, well, you can't get away from it. Yeah, it's not easy. I mean, you can eliminate it in areas of your life. When you know better, you do better. Do the best you can, right? But physical stress, emotional stress throws off your system, releases cortisol, adrenaline, puts you in, again, that fight or flight, and your immune system is down. Stress hormones affect your immune system. So stress is all around us in the world today. In 1925, a new physics came in, quantum physics. Now, quantum physics talks about the invisible energy realm that wasn't talked about in medicine. Okay, I will, baby. Get me the other phone, please.
I'm scared from the dog.
Leilani and Maurice, seriously. And Dad's sleeping. Get me the other phone and I will put it on for you, please.
Well, Mom.
No, come just sit with me. Come here.
When I talk, then Dad will wake up.
No, you then don't talk. Just go in there and get the other phone and bring it right here to me. Okay?
Mom.
I'll watch your juice. Okay, I'll protect it. All right, so the invisible energy realm. It wasn't talked about in medicine before because we're taught to focus on the physical. Doctors are taught to focus on the physical, on what's going on to just mask the problems. They're not taught to go to the root cause, right? So, but really there is no physical. It's all energy. We are 99.99999% empty space. So I believe that all illness stems from spiritual disobedience. My daughter was like, threw me off there a little bit. Switch from fear to love to heal, right? You can't heal your body when you're in those lower vibrational states. And that's why I believe all illness stems from spiritual disobedience, because when you're in those lower vibrational states, you're not living according to truth. Okay? You're living in fear. That's not truth. Okay? Love is truth. You can make this shift. There are stories of radical remissions, all types of cancers and tumors and things that people heal on their own. Mental, emotional, spiritual work is a huge part of physical healing. But doctors are trained to dismiss alternative medicine, and they aren't taught that nutrition has anything to do with health, right? Most doctors will tell you that. They treat symptoms, not the root cause. Pharmaceuticals cause more issues and side effects. Disease is lifestyle, consequence of stress and lifestyle habits. Maybe like 10% of the time, medical intervention is necessary, like for emergencies or acute illness. But chronic illnesses develop over time, and so they got to get to the root cause to actually create change, right? Can't just mask that. You got to get to the root cause. They label these like autoimmune because they don't have a cause. They don't know what's causing it, and so they just label it autoimmune. But it involves pathogens or toxins that are causing the symptoms. There's something wrong in your body. So different herbs and eating, seeing like a nutritionist and eating healthier, changing your diet, you have to starve these things from your body, right? Cookie Swirl C?
Okay.
Well, I think you're going to need help. Let mommy just find it real quick. There's a quote by Ann Wigmore that says, like, food can either be the slowest, most painful form of poison or the best medicine. Okay, take it over there, baby. I love you. Choose your food wisely. What you put in your body matters. All things that you put in your body. Everything that you use, the air that you breathe. And by the way, we need to breathe air, so please take off the fucking masks. Like, please. I don't know what is actually going on out there. I'm kind of in my own little world here. But there's a thing called a microbiome, and I'm not a doctor, right? So, but I watched this documentary and I'm sharing what I learned with you. So the microbiome is full of bacteria. We actually have more bacteria in our bodies than we do human cells. It's a universe within itself. It's in our gut, and it's constantly cleaning us and keeping pathogens out. Gut health is so important. If you damage your microbiome, it creates leaks and things like that everywhere, and it just gets messy, right? It creates all types of issues. Change your diet to stimulate your immune system. And then I want to talk about quick the placebo effect. So how our beliefs can shift our biology. We all probably know the placebo effect. You know, one person can get a sugar pill or a saline injection and the other gets the actual drug, and they're both told that they're going to get this result, and they both get the same result, right? And why is that? It's because they believed it. They had a belief that it was going to work, and their mind created those same things within the body to create the same healing effect, right? The placebo effect is sugar pill or saline, right? And these people are healing themselves with their mind. But negative belief can cause illness as well. If you're constantly negative, again, negative thoughts and emotions release negative chemicals in your body that create problems. But here's the thing, we believe whatever doctors say because we trust them as professionals, right? They're trained, they're professionals, they have their degrees, they know what they're talking about, right? But the thing is, they're trained. They're just that, trained, indoctrinated, right? The medical industry was bought out in like the 1950s by the Rockefellers, okay? Or 1930s, I think. And by the 1950s, there were only like 2 holistic schools. Out of hundreds and hundreds of holistic schools, there were like 2 left in just a couple of decades after the medical industry was bought out. All right, and they switched the curriculum over, teaching doctors all about just pharmaceuticals, pushing pharmaceuticals. All right, so, and it's very important as far as belief and using the power of your mind to heal your body. When you get like a diagnosis from a doctor, believe the diagnosis, but don't give your power to the prognosis. Like if they say, well, you have this and you only have this amount to live, and then you believe that and you feed into that, you actually are giving that power, right? So, and using the power of your own mind against yourself, so to speak. So the goal is to bring your body into balance, homeostasis. So how do you do that? By giving your body what it needs, right? Fruits, vegetables. It's different for everybody, right? But staying away from fast foods, processed foods, sugars, high sugar diets, all kinds of stuff. The power of belief is everything. Epigenetics actually says that we have the ability to control our genetic activity by changing our perception. So it says that we're not a victim of heredity, we're a master of our genetic activity. So we can actually change our genetic codes, right? We say things are passed down like asthma or heart disease or all these things, but it's not. What's really passed down are bad habits that create that same illness or effect or what have you, right? So the mind, let's see what other notes I have here. The mind, conscious, creative mind. Conscious mind is the creative mind. The subconscious is the default mind. That's the autopilot. That's walking, driving. Those are programs that you were born with. How to breathe, how to digest your food, how your heart to beat and pump blood through your body. We download these programs from our environment in the first 7 years of life. And again, you're born with certain programs, right? You're born with certain abilities and things that just come naturally. Inner child healing, sacred anger work, and moving stuck energy. My notes are a little confusing here. Limiting and negative subconscious beliefs run our lives. That is so true, right? So I wrote here, ask what is this pain or condition trying to teach me? So there's actually like 6 stages to any like illness, right? So the first is accumulation. That's going to be the accumulation of energy in your body, because we are energetic beings, right? And so energy builds up, negative energy, and it could cause a minor issue like maybe a sour belch, right, when you burp. The second is going to be aggravation of the system. This might go from a sour belch to heartburn. Hey, no problem. Heartburn's pretty normal in today's society. Take some medicine, you'll be fine. Mask the problem. But you're just temporarily masking that. That's the thing. So now it's going to spread. That's the third part. It's going to look for weak spots in your body, and it's going to progress. It's going to localize, right? Look for weak spots to spread and go and localize too. And then it's going to progress because you're not treating the root cause. And then last, it's going to diversify. It's going to actually alter the tissue, right? So it might seem like nothing, a little sour belch. Oh, I get some heartburn, just take some medicine, right? Just keep masking the problem. It's going to spread. It's going to localize. It's going to progress, and it will lead to something much worse, right? What is your body trying to tell you? You're consuming too much alcohol. You're eating too much spicy food. Ask, what is my body trying to tell me, right? Letting go of negative emotions and trauma to heal is so important, because negative emotions, hanging on to unforgiveness, right? You don't forgive people for them. You forgive people for you. Because when you hang on to negative emotions, that is a big thing that can make you sick and cause problems in your body. Forgiveness, let go of that victim mindset, right? Cancer comes from chemicals in food and air, etc. Vaccines, we know this, right? And so much information out there now. Why are people still, not seeing the truth? Why aren't more people awakening much faster? I'm thankful for all those who are, but Godspeed the process. Let's go. No. Sound healing. Parasympathetic nervous system is where you need to be to heal. So sound healing is really good because it gets you there. It calms you, gets you to that state where you are able to heal. Meditation, the mind is always yapping and telling us negative things, right? So when you meditate and you train your mind to focus on the good rather than negative thoughts, that's so important, because your emotions, your thoughts have an effect on your body, right? You're constantly like telling yourself negative things, and in return it stresses you out. And again, stress causes over 90% of sickness, illness, disease, right? So you cleanse your body, you also have to cleanse your mind, guys. Gotta cleanse your mind, get all the negative out. It matters. It matters what you watch. It matters what you listen to. Okay, you wake up and you turn on the news. That is not a good thing to do. Okay, what are you feeding your mind? What are you feeding your body? Your pituitary gland releases serotonin and endorphins, all good things in meditation, right? So your third eye releases these chemicals. Another reason they use fluoride to calcify that pineal gland to keep our bodies from being able to produce these good chemicals. But meditation, prayer, walking in nature, all things that can activate the pituitary gland to release these things, okay? What we imagine affects our physiology. So I'm going to run you through a little test here. Imagine that if you close your eyes and you walk to the fridge and you reach down and you grab a nice big bright yellow juicy looking lemon, and you take it out and you walk over to your cutting board and you put it on your cutting board and you grab a knife and you cut this lemon and the juice is literally dripping out, and you cut a wedge, you pick it up, you bring it to your mouth. Did you just like salivate right now? Or is it just me? No. You can literally, visualization is so powerful, right? So that's why prayer is so powerful, because we're all connected energetically through entanglement. And so when we come together, visualizing and with words and things like that, we're so powerful in numbers. That's why they work so hard to keep us separate, guys. But physics tells us everything is connected energetically. Before the Big Bang, God said, let there be light, and particles separated, and we're all still part of that whole, right? If a big, like a rock blows up and there's little pieces of it everywhere, it's still, each piece is part of the original whole. So it's very important to, when you're in the process of trying to heal from anything, emotional, physical, feel the feelings of being healed to trigger the brain chemistry to heal, right? Because if you don't have the belief and you don't have the thoughts, your mind is releasing chemicals that are telling your body the opposite, right? So you got to really feel the feelings of gratitude. Thank you for my healing. Thank you for my health. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Even if you're not well right now, thank you for my health. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, right? And release those good chemicals, and your body will start to heal itself. What we think and feel and believe, the emotions we choose to dictate our life, health, and well-being on a mental and physical and spiritual level. Change your thoughts, change your life. We can heal our thoughts and we can heal our life. Our mind is so powerful, guys, right? The human body is capable of miraculous things. We got to detox our environments to support the healing environment. So get rid of toxins, get rid of negativity, mind, body, spirit. Be mindful of what you're consuming, what you're, like, not just food, but the things you're breathing, the products that you're using, the things that you're listening to, the things that you're watching. Like, they all have the people that you surround yourself with. You are the average of the 5 people you are around the most, right? So if you hang with 4 losers, you'll probably end up being the 5th. So you got to hang around people that inspire you and lift you up. People who are doing what you want to do so that you can learn from them, right? We have the power to heal, guys. That's it. Heal yourself to heal the world. Truth, love, and light, guys. I'm off this. Good night. Bye.